upset. I thought we could play harder than we were playing. And like I told them, I will continue to challenge them until they reach their full potential. I thought we weren't the basketball team that I expect us to be probably the last 7 minutes of the first half. Second half was who we have to be. We're basketball. We may have to be a blue-collar team that beats you because we're very tough. We're willing to make an extra pass. We're not going to give up second shots, and that's who we were in the second half.
You allowed just 7 made baskets there in the second half. Is it just a matter of a tale of 2 different halves?
I think what happened in the first half, we got comfortable. We got a little bit of a lead. We became comfortable. We settled on the offensive end for not necessarily the best shot, but a shot. And then on the defensive end, there was no communication. There was no intensity. And I thought that changed in the second half. I thought we communicated. I thought we helped each other. And I thought we eliminated their second and third opportunities. So, if we can hold teams to 21 points and a half, we'll have a chance to win some games.
Coach, is this an offense that's kind of still a work in progress, or do you think this is kind of who you guys are offensively?
No, offensively, we're light years from where we'll hopefully be 2 months from now. But this time of year, you win defense by playing good defense and rebounding the basketball. I think most teams in the country, if you see them play right now, their defense is ahead of their offense. It's just what happens in college basketball. Our offense will catch up, and we're getting great looks. I mean, our guys in the second half, we were 15 for 29. We shoot over 50%. That's pretty darn good. And if you really, I guarantee you, when I watch the tape here a little bit, out of those misses, I bet you 8 of them were uncontested wide open. Over the course of the season, we're not going to continue to miss those. I know what kind of shooters we've got. I think it's a matter of settling in, relaxing, and I thought you got to see a little bit of that in the second half. I thought we didn't worry about, we worried about playing basketball. We worried about defending and playing hard. That's the only thing you can control when you step on the floor. You're not going to control how many times the ball goes in the basket. Some nights it's not going in, but you always control how hard you play.
What about TJ? Have you seen anything in this game that would explain, other than the fact he was missing shots?
I think he may have come out of his shell in the second half. I think he needed a ball to go in the basket. Him and I talked briefly today about you just got to play. You just got to let the game come to you. You can't worry about. I thought the first shot that went in the second half for him was huge. It looked like a weight had been lifted off of him. And there's no secret, we're not as good a basketball team when TJ's not playing well. But he brings so much more to the table than just making shots. I mean, TJ Price is 6'3", 6'4", and he's strong. He can be one of our best defenders. He can rebound the basketball. So there's a lot more things he can do other than make shots. And that's what we're looking for, and that's what we got tonight in the second half out of TJ Price.
We talked to asked George about Ting when he was in here, and he joked that he thinks he's a guard. When he can hit like he was early on there, how much easier does that make George's job inside?
I think obviously it makes it much easier. It stretches the defense. If we had a shooting contest where they just stood out there and shot, Ting may win it if we had it right now. I mean, he can make shots now. But we also need him to be a post presence, and that's what we're stressing to him. And what we're trying to do, you're going to end up out on the perimeter, you're going to get some shots, but you must be a post presence for us as well. And he did that in the first half. I mean, he got the ball down the low post, he scored, and he's extremely skilled down there. The more, as the course of this season, as it goes on, the more we can get him the ball in the post, the better basketball team we will be.
Is it a deal where with him it's, feel free to take shots outside, but, not all the time? I mean, happy medium, I guess?
Absolutely. I'm one of those guys that I don't like to question shots a lot. Is that a good shot? Is that a bad shot? I mean, I like shooters if they're open to shoot the basketball. I mean, tonight we took how many threes? 25. I thought we had probably 24 of the 25 were great looks. So people ask me all the time, what's your number that you'd like to see from the 3-point line? I don't know, 20 if they're wide open, or when you're open, shoot the basketball. If you're a shooter, it's a shot that you can shoot. Team can make that shot, but at the same time, there has to be a balance, and he has to give us a post presence as well.
As far as Fant, I assume this is the kind of game you expect him to have.
I thought second half he was back close to where he needs to be. I still think George, you look at the stat sheet, 15 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Maybe I expect too much. I know he can do more. And I'm going to keep pushing him each night out. But the guy that dictated the game for us in the second half for most of the night was Jamal Crook. Let's not make any secrets. If you get good point guard play and you get 9 assists and 16 points, he made a couple big threes. That's huge. If you take away the 16 points, say he didn't score a bucket, he still had a terrific game. That's what we need out of the point guard, and that's how you win when your point guard's getting 9 assists.
How much does Kevin being back help Jamal? I mean, I know he's got a couple of rests there in the first half, and it seemed like Kevin maybe took some pressure off of him.
No question. Kevin brings toughness, brings energy. He gives us another guy that can make shots. We basically have 3 point guards, and we play 2 of those together a lot, and Brandon and Kevin and Jamal. Gives us a little better ball handling team at times. And the great thing is all 3 of them can make shots. I mean, Jamal has proven to you right now that he's worked on his game. I kept telling people how hard he worked over the summer. He was not going to let anyone come in and take his job. And I think he's showing you right now what I've been telling you for the past month or 2.
You're back here on Saturday for Western Carolina. You know anything about them yet?
I know Coach LB put a folder on my desk to take a look at. I know they got beaten double overtime in their conference championship game last year. I think they returned 4 starters off of that team. And one of a great basketball coach, Larry Hunter. So it will be another tough contest, and one we've got to make some improvements, and hopefully we can do that over the course of the next 3 days.